The following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, why every man never thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party, let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your one I wanna be, Jimmy Star, new celebrity.
We'll take you out.
Oh, hello. Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the best in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. I'm very excited. We got a great show for you today. And we've got Graham Russell from Air Supply coming on. It's going to be a lot of fun. But before we get started with all the cool things going on, let me first introduce my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Not so cool. It's supposed to be 100 degrees in New York City this weekend.
And here.
And here in Pennsylvania also. But they talk about Palm Springs. Oh, it's so hot in Palm Springs. Why are you moving there? I want to say, you know what I want to say, but I can't because CBS will complain. But, you know, hey, baby, it's hot all over. It's called global warming, whether you believe it or not.
It's called summer.
No, it's not. It's called global warming. It's called the planet is heating up because of the filter we're shooting into the air, of which some people will not recognize as a fact. But it is a fact. Scientists all over the world have said it exists. And we will eventually burn ourselves to death. Thousands of years from now, this planet will be nothing but a crispy cracker.
Also, we want to say hello to the fabulous man behind the boards, Mr. Chad Murphy.
Hey, everybody. And Ron, thanks for that depressing intro.
I won't live that long. Maybe 1,000 years is enough to live. More than 1,000 years, I don't want to live. You know, you'll wrinkle.
Well, you're only at 50, so you got a ways to go.
I want to get out of here looking good, right?
Yeah, isn't my Jimmy sweet? Anyway.
So what's up? Hang on.
Wait, Chad. How is your cold?
Well, I think I'm clearing up. It's like stuffy a week ago, so yeah, I healed it naturally. Garlic, olive oil, cayenne, turmeric.
And you should have gotten your palm with salt water and inhaled it in your nose and out your mouth, and you would have disinfected and I have sinuses, so I know, shrank your sinuses.
That's kind of like a homemade saline solution?
Well, it's like a what do you call a pot? What's a pot called? The pot that Leslie uses.
Neti pots?
Neti pot, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
How did you know that one, Chad?
He's not stupid.
I've never heard of that one.
Chad is a very witted guy, in case you didn't know. Not only is he gorgeous and built like Tarzan, but he's got a brain, too. Most of those guys that are built, you know, like Tarzan, they're gorgeous. They're like dumb broads. But anyway, speaking of broads, it's going to bring me to this part.
No, wait. I'm not done.
We're not done? Are you here still?
No. Yes, I'm still here. So what's up, chat room? We want to say hello to everybody in the chat room. It's going to be a lot of fun today. I want to thank everybody for promoting the show. It's got lots of promotions and over 1 million impressions with the fact that Air Supply is coming on the show.
Almost 2 million.
No, that's different. You're not keeping things straight.
Last week's show was 1.9 million people listening.
On SoundCloud.
Watching.
I know. We're on number 1 on SoundCloud for entertainment again.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. And I want to give special shout out and thank Czar Drew in the chat room. Also want to thank Goddess, Lady Lake, Irish Ginger, and Jimmy from the Aquarius View, all you guys for
and
doing
what
so
about
much.
Shinzia?
She didn't promote the show all over the place like they
she
did.
Does so. She tells everybody to watch it.
I know she tells everybody to watch it, but they did press releases for it. And
yeah, but she tells people that really watch.
So do they.
Well, don't leave
She's not even in the chat room. Hi, Chinzy, if you're in the chat room, we love you.
She's not. She's picking tomatoes.
She's picking tomatoes. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much, and check out the Aquarius View by going to theaquariusview.com. Irish Ginger shows Fridays at 4 p.m. on W4CY Radio. Follow everybody on Twitter and check out Lady Lake Music on Twitter. She's freaking awesome. Oh, Dave from Stars Now UK is also in the chat room. Hello. ITV's not up right now. I'll put a video of the interview up as soon as the show's over. All right.
Hey guys, smile for the camera. I'll put a picture up.
Okay, smile.
Okay. Thank you.
How cute.
Okay.
Text it to me. All right.
I gave one of my evil smiles.
Chinzy is here. She just logged in. Hello, Chinzy. I guess you're not picking tomatoes now.
No, she stopped picking tomatoes because she makes the most incredible tomato sauce for her pastas.
Okay.
You weren't here, so they said, "Where's Chinzy?" I said, "She's out picking tomatoes." That's what I wish I was doing. Anyway, I'm glad that you're in, Chinzia, because I know you're going to agree with me. The media, and I'm sorry to say, Jimmy and I are reporters, and we're part of the media because we do report to you things, and I've covered, we do red carpets and covers. Therefore, we are considered media, of which I wish we wouldn't be. I wish we would be just considered entertainers, because I'm not proud of being in the media. The media has absolutely destroyed every bit of dignity anyone has today that is saying the most dreadful things
Absolutely.
about Melania.
Melania.
I pronounce it Italian, Melania. That's how her name is pronounced in her country, by the way, Melania. They are calling her a slut, and the new nickname for her now is not Melania Trump, it's Melania Tramp. They have abused this gorgeous, sophisticated, stunning, elegant, fun woman to the point of I cannot stand it anymore. She did not do a damn thing to anyone for them to turn on this woman in such a gross way. They accused Donald Trump of disrespecting women and not liking women. Yet on Facebook, so many men, and not gay men, I must say, straight men, have made comments calling her slut, tramp, whore, disgusting. Did you see her nudes? Is that what you want for the First Lady? A nude, slut, tramp, whore. I'm appalled at this. This woman is none of those things. She's a married woman, a respectable woman with a child, and lives quite well and behaves well. She's
Doesn't
not
have
a,
any porno videos
excuse
out.
me, she's not a, I'm doing the beginning of the show. Jimmy's going to do the second with Air Supply. I'm pissed off about this. She is not a drug addict. She is not a prostitute. She is not a murderer. She's a decent woman, a magnificent model who earned a living modeling. Now, I know the business of modeling because I was a model in my younger days, believe it or not. They ask you to do a lot of things that you don't necessarily want to do, but you must do. Every model has done nudes. Her nudes are not pornographic. They are not sexual moves or sexual of anything of sexual. They're simply the beauty of photography and the human body. And her body is certainly beautiful.
Gorgeous.
I look at her pictures as art, not as whack-off pictures, okay? Now, Grace Kelly, whom I adore, love, and worship. I think she was one of the most beautiful women in the world, one of the most elegant women in the world, one of the classiest women in the world. Chic, fabulous. I can't find another word to describe this exquisite human being. Mr. Blackwell of the 10 Worst Dress List, who was my best and dearest friend in the world, Dick and I hung out together, or Richard, I should say. He hated when I called him Little Dick. That was my nickname for him, Little Dicky. Anyway, he used to go after me. Richard confessed a lot of stuff to me over the years of our dear friendship. Of course, I said I would never repeat them because I don't believe in maligning anyone unnecessarily. He knew Grace Kelly quite well. He designed for her, and she was a friend of his. He told me that Grace Kelly was not the girl you thought she was, the ice princess. Grace Kelly had a very, very healthy sexual appetite. Let's put it this way. When she married Prince Rainier, she was not a virgin. She had affairs with Bing Crosby, William Holden, and a cast of others that she made film with. Grace Kelly was a very free-thinking, open sexual woman. The pictures they took of Grace Kelly back in the early 50s in very short shorts or tank tops or bra tops was then considered shocking, the equivalent of what Melania does today. If Grace Kelly were 21 today, we would have nudes of her as well. It's the times. Now, Grace Kelly went on to becoming the Princess of Monaco. The media did not call her a slut, a tramp, and a whore. They did not. They had respect for Grace Kelly and for her past and her privacy. And this is what the media must do for this woman who has been so badly hurt. Models are sensitive people. I have many, many models for friends, many great famous models. And I know how sensitive these girls are. If they get a pimple, they get hysterical. If they break a nail, they want to go to a psychiatrist. They're very sensitive people because their livelihood is based upon their beauty, their youth, and their figures. I can tell you right now that Mr. Trump's wife is so regretting ever doing that speech, ever going public. But she stood by her husband like a good woman does, just as Hillary Clinton stood by her husband after he got a blowjob and disgraced America to the world.
And her.
And her, because it indicated that she doesn't do that and he had to get it elsewhere, which only enforces the rumor that she's a bisexual lesbian woman, of which I don't enforce because I don't know. When people say to me, is so-and-so gay, I say to them, when I sleep with him, I'll tell you. But until I sleep with him, I don't know.
Jimmy, I have Lord Graham calling in.
Oh, is he calling already? Wow, he's early. Okay.
Here you go.
Let's take it.
Okay, we have to take this, and then I'll get back to you guys about this later.
Hang on, we got to get the, let's see. Actually, I can't see him, though. Hey, Graham.
Yeah, hi. I'm just checking the line out. Can you do this on an iPad or not?
No, you got to do it on a laptop or a desktop.
Because I don't have it on my laptop, and I can't find Skype to download it. Do you know what I mean?
Just
Can you do FaceTime?
No. Actually, our show starts at 3, so you're actually calling in now, and everybody's like hearing this whole conversation.
Well, that's okay. I just wanted to see to make sure we had a connection.
Yeah, we have a connection, but see if you can go to Skype on a laptop. Go to Skype.com and just download a new version of it. Then.
I will do that. All right, I'll talk to you at 2 then.
Yeah, it's 4 our time. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye-bye.
Isn't that fun, you guys?
See, now you know how crazy our business is. But getting back to my conversation, which I'm totally involved with, because I'm tired of what is on my Facebook that we have now named Hatebook. Facebook only has negative sickos who are sending every bit of garbage they can to demean and violate the people who are running for office, and that includes Hillary Clinton.
Absolutely.
It's disgraceful. The pictures they put of her as evil, devil, hell, liar, thief. These are not the reasons we're electing these people. Everybody steals. So what if Hillary Clinton stole $200,000 worth of paintings and furniture from the White House when she left? How many years ago was that? Now that's come to light. They brought that out. They asked her to return it. So Hillary Clinton's got sticky fingers. How many people have sticky fingers that we know that we still love? All right? Let's not bring out the worst in our people. Let's bring out the best. What is the best thing about Hillary Clinton? What is the best thing she could do for our country to get it back to what it was when it was the greatest country in the world? Let's forget about Donald Trump's money and the jealousy and envy you have because his children are magnificent, his wife is breathtaking, and his lifestyle is every lifestyle that we want. Let's get over that negativity, that jealousy. Let's look at the man, not what he's done in the past. The past, we've all got bad pasts. Every one of us. I've got a terrible past. You should only know from it. You drop dead. All right? But I hide it like we all hide our pasts. Just like Jimmy's mother hid the fact that she had Jimmy out of wedlock. And when Jimmy went to find her, she denied even knowing him because she had a new family. And she didn't want the new family to know that she got knocked up at 26 and gave away her son. Okay? So we've all got bitter back pasts. Let's forget about Trump's past. Let's hear what Trump has to do for our country. Is he capable? Is he the man we want? Stop with the negativity. Stop with his hair comb and his orange makeup. That's childish. That's stupid. The world is laughing at us. We're an international show. You should see the email I get from other countries telling me we are hysterical over America. You've turned into a bunch of clowns.
Like a circus.
That's what one person in Italy said to me. You're all clowns in America, and the world is laughing at you. Don't you get it? Stop it. They enjoy hearing that Hillary Clinton's a half a dyke, ugly old woman with a wrinkled face, and she's stupid, and she's a thief, and she's this and that, and her husband's a cheater. Or Donald Trump with his orange face and his crazy hair and his whore wife and his ugly children. Stop that shit. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Enough is enough. No wonder ISIS is blowing everybody up and coming here to blow us up. They figure blow those stupid Americans up. They got big mouths that don't know what the fuck they're talking. Oops, there goes CBS. Sorry. That's how upset I am. I'm a citizen of the Americas. Well, Americas of America. I sound like I'm at the Republican convention. But no, I'm a citizen and I have a right to speak out. And I have the media to speak out too, because I am part of the media, unfortunately. I'm ashamed of that, because the media will do anything to get the headline. Absolutely anything. They'll say anything about anyone. And I know that tomorrow my Facebook and my email will be filled with negative people who will say to me, shut your big mouth, Ron Russell. But you know what? Like Trump, I tell it like it is, because I'm a New Yorker, just like Trump. And we homebred, born in New York people tell it like it is.
There you go.
The world doesn't like it, and America doesn't like our accents or the way we behave. But you know what? We happen to be some of the best people in the world. You can't beat a native New Yorker as far as I'm concerned. We don't cheat, we don't lie, we don't make believe. And if we're your friend, we're your friend. Like Donald Trump, I hear from everybody that knows him, and I know so many people, they all say Donald's a good guy. If you're in trouble, he'll help you. He's a buddy. He's a New Yorker. So please, media, go easy. Lighten up. Let's get to the root of it all, and that's politics. And that's what can we do for America. Obama has separated white and black, and I firmly believe that, because I have so many black friends, good friends, that we talk about this. And they say that, yes, black people hate white people now a lot because it's been brought to their attention lots of things that aren't true. And Obama has brought them out. I think he was a big mistake as a president, and I voted for him twice. So there you go. It's not, and I'm certainly not anti-black, that's for sure. But I think the world is really a mess, and I think we've got to all get together, every one of us, and we have to work on making it better. And let's start by not being evil, mean, negative, and terrible to those who are running for office. Let's support Hillary and let's support Donald. Because in my book, they're not bad people.
Okay. Good. Here, and to put my own little spin on it too, you guys. It doesn't really matter if it's politics or whatever it is. There's no reason why you have to bring out like negative and trash people because you want someone else to win in something. You know, you have two politicians running. Pick whichever one that you want based on what you think that they're actually capable of doing, and you can do that without having to drag. You can pick one without having to drag the other one down and through the mud and making them look terrible.
I mean, what about this 9-year-old little boy who has to hear that his mother is being called a tramp, a whore, and a slut? I mean, the kids at school hear this, and they're going to say to this little boy, the Trump boy, I don't even know his name.
Barron.
Who is it?
His name's Barron.
Barron. The mother, Melania, his mother, you know, has to deal with this and say, honey, you know, I'm none of those things. And the pictures of me naked. How do you do that to your child? How does the media be so criminal as to blow away the mind of a 9-year-old kid?
I also want to just bring up one thing real quick, because they made such a big deal about how Melania Trump stole or plagiarized Michelle Obama's speech.
When Michelle stole it from somebody else.
Yeah, well, in case anybody didn't know, Michelle Obama took the speech from Elizabeth Dole. And so, you know, there's not so much new things coming out for people to listen to. There's not a whole lot of original content. Everybody takes everything from everybody.
Yeah, and I thought
the fact that you don't bring it out on all the other people and you only bring it out on Melania Trump just shows how corrupt everything is.
And to me, plagiarism is when you steal somebody's book and you copy it, or a screenplay or a movie script, and you steal that. But they said it was like 50 words the same. Come on, if I had to speak as long as she did, I would do 200 words the same. What the hell? You're going to go now back and forth and see everybody's speech and say who said what? Who gives a shit? What she said was beautiful. I fell in love with her, okay, folks? She reminded me of Sophia Loren. She has such charm and class. I made a movie with Sophia many years ago, so I know Sophia. And she has the same little accent. And I think how wonderful to have a first lady who's a foreigner. Wouldn't that be nice for America to show that we really are a country that accepts everyone? People who can advance themselves in our country do advance themselves. And those that come here just to live off of us and use us and take our money and welfare, who needs them? Okay? So, Trump says a lot of good stuff. So does Hillary. They both say good stuff. Let's talk about the good stuff they say.
There you go. So what's up, chat room? We got a lot of people that joined us since then. Just give shout outs. I know Dave from Stars Now UK joined us, and Shinzia joined us, and Goddess is in there, and I saw somebody else, but I guess Drew is in there. Anyway, everybody in the chat room, thanks so much for participating. It's a lot of fun.
What's the chat room saying about what I just said, my big spiel?
Most people liked it.
I mean, do you agree with me, chat room?
Most people liked it.
How would you, all the women in the chat room, how would you like to be if I went and printed and wrote and called every one of you slut, whores, and tramps? Tell me how you'd like that. What would you do to me if ever you saw me? You rip my eyes out, right?
Absolutely.
So, go.
There you go. All right, so here's what we're going to do, you guys. First of all, I want to say, Sharon Lee is the other one that was in the chat room. I want to give a shout out to Sharon Lee. She's coming on the show soon. That's our phone. We have to do something about that. I'm going to have to fix that. Okay. So, hey, Chad.
Hi, Captain.
Hey, let's take a music break real quick because we hooked up a phone since we're selling our house down here, and we forgot to disconnect it, and people are calling it, and I'm going to go unplug it.
Because I didn't want to give out our personal
because we don't want to give out our cell phone numbers.
Then we'll have millions of people.
We don't want people calling us. So, hey, everybody, we've got Air Supply coming on a little bit. This is one of my favorite songs. It's called Two Less Lonely People in the World. I hope you know it. I'm sure you do, as they are fantastic.
Love
so here it is.
Beautiful song.
I was down, my dreams were wearing thin. When you're lost, where do you begin? My heart always seemed to drift from day to day, looking for the love that never came my way. Then you smiled, I reached out to you. I could tell you were lonely too. One look, then it all began for you and me. The moment that we touched, I knew that there would be two less lonely people in the world, and it's gonna be fine. Out of all the people in the world, I just can't believe you're mine. In my life where everything was wrong, something finally went right. Now there's two less lonely people in the world tonight. Just to think what I might have missed. Looking back, how did I exist? I dreamed, still I never thought I'd come this far. But miracles come true, I know, 'cause here we are. Two less lonely people in the world, and it's gonna be fine. Out of all the people in the world, I just can't believe you're mine. In my life where everything was wrong, something finally went right. Now there's two less lonely people in the world tonight. Tonight I fell in love with you, and all the things I never knew seem to come to me somehow. Baby, love believe you're mine. In my life where everything was wrong, something finally went right. Now there's two less lonely people. Two less lonely people. Two less lonely people in the world. Two less lonely people in the world, and it's gonna be fine. Out of all the people in the world, I just can't believe you're mine. In my life where everything was wrong, something finally went right. Now there's two.
Yeah, everybody. That's Two Less Lonely People in the World by Air Supply. You gotta love it, and I think everybody actually knows it.
And not because they're on our show today, but Jimmy and I, we play, the radio that comes from the moon. What is that called? Where it comes from outer
Satellite
space.
radio?
In our car, we have, what is it called?
Satellite radio.
Yeah, but it's got somebody's name.
Sirius.
Sirius. And it comes on, we always play it loud. It's a wonderful song, such great meaning, because everybody's been lonely in the world. And then when you meet, I'm going to cry, when you meet somebody as wonderful as Jimmy.
Isn't that nice?
And you're not as lonely. It's
There
just
you go.
beautiful.
And
Not that I was lonely before I dated my face off, trust me.
So also, I want to talk quick about Facebook real quick, you guys. Chad, are you there?
I am.
Okay. So I keep getting all these things because Ron was talking about how Facebook is like hate book and
Hate
everybody's
book.
mean. Everybody's really mean.
Mean.
Which I don't get involved. I don't ever post anything controversial, and I don't ever respond on people's stuff just so I don't have people blasting me. But I keep getting these things on Facebook that say this person has tagged you saying that they were with you at this time or whatever, and I hate that. I don't know what that means exactly.
Means
some
you're
of these
fooling around and I'm
some
going
of
to
these-
cut your
Some of these
throat.
people, I've never even met them. I don't know who they are. I didn't even know they were friends of mine, and they post stuff saying that they're with me someplace, which I don't ever approve of that.
I've had that happen a couple times. I don't look into it, but I have noticed that a couple times.
Yeah, isn't that weird,
yeah,
though?
and
I
I
don't
get-
even know who the people
No.
are.
Probably hackers.
I got one. No, they're not hackers. They're
No?
fans. They're fans that want to sound important. I had one. No, it's true.
Okay.
I had one a while ago that swore he was my best friend. I mean, my dearest friend, and that we hung out, we ate together, we sleep. I mean, it was almost like we were lovers, but he never said that. So I finally contacted him. He never answered me because he was embarrassed. Because I said, sir, I have no idea who you are. I don't know your face. I don't know your name, and I have never met you. Please stop doing this. And then, of course, he stopped.
I get the pictures at the movies with Jimmy Starr and 10 other people. I don't know what the hell that is.
They want to impress. That's very good, Jimmy. That says nice. They want to look what I get. All the guys that want to get me in bed.
I know, but I only got that every once in a while. Now I'm getting 5 of them a day. It's
Yeah, but at least
getting too much.
you went to the movies. I had sex with them. I mean, I get the. It's crazy. No, I get these guys, especially my sheikh. I have a sheikh in some Arabic country. I don't know where the hell it is. He wants to come here. He wants to send me there. He's crazy about me. He thinks I'm the most gorgeous thing. So I wrote back. I said, obviously you like, old men. And he wrote back. He said, absolutely. I would never go out with a man under 50. So I thought, well, that was a compliment, 50. But, and then I have another guy in New York whom I won't mention, who just sends me the most adorable little messages every day, and he's quite sweet. And if I wasn't with Jimmy, I probably would have met him for the dinner and the cocktails that he's invited me to. But you get a lot of people that think they know you because they correspond with you, and they therefore feel that you're their friend, and they can take certain advantages. The one guy I didn't like was the guy who sent me a picture of his enormous penis erect. I thought that was very, very not nice. It was kind of disrespectful to who I am. Obviously, he knows the wrong homosexual men, because there are men who would have jumped on that. I mean,
Literally.
Literally jumped on it. Anyway, that's what happens when you're media. I told you before, I don't want to be media. I like taping my show in California. It was wonderful. It was not to an audience. We could tape it. We could do it whenever we wanted, have fun with it, stop when we wanted, edit it out, and, then put it out there. When you're live, it's very, very scary.
Also then, okay, so that was
Excuse me. That's why we have a different phone number here for the for sale of our home. We didn't want to give out our cell numbers for people to call us for appointments because, the obvious, you get the crazies.
That's right.
Every one of my celebrity friends, and I've got pretty big names out there, they all made me swear years ago. They said, Ron, I'm giving you my private cell number. Now, promise me you won't give it to anyone. And I don't. I never would. Never.
Never ever. All right, you guys. So then we
I
also
never have.
we want to say rest in peace to Gary Marshall. You guys, Gary Marshall died yesterday at 81 years old. He was a phenomenal force in the entertainment industry.
Right.
And he was also the director of my favorite romantic movie of all time, which is Pretty Woman. I've seen it about 600 times.
And
I know
he
all
was
the
uncle.
lines.
He was uncle to, what's her name? The comedian, you know.
Penny Marshall.
Penny Marshall.
No, father.
No, uncle.
Uncle?
It was
Okay.
Penny Marshall's uncle. Yeah. Whatever happened to Penny? We should get Penny
She's a
Marshall on
director.
the
She does
show.
all kinds of stuff.
She's
a
a
huge director.
fun. You know, I met her in my mind's brain. Let me think. I met her 100,000 years ago, and I didn't talk to her. I met her. We did a hello. I think I was at Macy's, an event for Macy's in New York. Was it maybe the 4th of July? So, I don't remember what it was, but I met her, and I was amazed at how pretty she is in person, not on
In the
film.
chat room, they're saying it's her father.
No, Penny. No, he's not her father. It's her uncle.
Okay.
Trust me, I know.
Okay.
It's her uncle. But she's prettier in person than she was quite young also.
She's super talented, though. She
Oh,
directs all
fabulous.
kinds of big things.
Rumors are out there. She's a gay woman. So what? Who cares? I wish she was.
I think he did create Happy Days.
He did do Happy Days. Absolutely.
He did a
He,
bunch
was,
of
he,
cool
he
stuff.
produced so much television.
And lots of great movies,
I
too.
think also, didn't he do the one with the father that was a bigot? Your mother's favorite show.
Oh, All in the Family.
I think he did All in the Family too.
Yeah, that was. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember All in the Family, but that was my parents who were crazy.
Anyway, he had
fan of the show.
81 good ones. He lived quite well, had a lot of money, had all the comforts of life. So he died a lot happier than most people who don't get those things and die poor.
Absolutely. So also, Sharon Lee is back in the chat room. We want to tell everybody Sharon Lee has got a show, the Sharon Lee Band at Hard Rock Cafe in Philadelphia, August 26th. And you can go to SharonLeahBand.com to find out more.
And we may be there. We don't know because we do not make any dates henceforth. And Sharon, I love you to death, honey. But if we sell this house, the moment we go into the moment we go into contract, we must fly to Palm Springs
find a
and
house.
secure the house that I'm negotiating. So the only reason we would not be at your concert is if we have to leave town, and that's on the level.
And Sharon Lee is going to be on the show, you guys, on August 10th. I think it's August 10th. She's going to be Skyping in to promote her new album, Fairy Tales, that's coming out August 12th, I think.
And you know, I'm not nuts about her kind of music, but I love her music. I can tolerate it when I go. I like it. It's good because she's got a good voice and she's so beautiful. But I'm not a great fan of that loud rock and roll stuff. I'm being honest. So if you have to listen to it, listen to hers because hers is good. No, Jimmy. A lot of them are stupid. They are. You know, the notes are not correct. See, I'm a musician in my mind. The notes are not correct. They hide it by acting stupid and no. True. Hers is a truly. Let's put it this way. Her band. Did they still call them bands?
Yes.
Her band plays music. In other words, if each person in her band played, you would understand it and hear it clearly and well. They don't slop it together and make the mistakes get covered up, if you know what I mean. So it's a nice listening band. I wouldn't want to listen to it all night. Give me a headache. But you know, I like listening to it.
So everybody's wrong. Everybody is wrong except for Jimmy from the Aquarius View, who looked up Wikipedia, and
Brother.
Gary Marshall and Penny Marshall are brother and sister.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
They
not.
are too. I just looked
They're
it up.
not. That's
Yes, they are.
Are even Chad? Yes.
that's her uncle.
No, they're brother and sister.
How could she have an 81? Oh,
she's
could.
in her 60s?
No, she's in her 70s. She's
Yeah,
like my
Yeah,
age.
they're brother and sister. They're not.
I don't believe that. I'm going to have to look at IMBD.
Here it is, right here. It's in Wikipedia. They put the link to it.
I don't care. Go to I. No, I'm positive it's her uncle, not her brother. No, it's not her brother.
Well,
I know people that
everything on
knew
the
them.
internet
I
is-
knew a lot about Penny Marshall because I knew Barbara Lux. Saul and Barbara Lux was dear friends with the one that just died. They're very dear friends. They lived a block away in Beverly Hills. No, Gary Marshall was her uncle. I'm more than positive.
I'm telling you, everybody put it in here. I'm looking it up right now just to prove it. But
they-
anyway, he was
they-
81.
and they were-
Gary Marshall is her brother. Penny Marshall's brother is Gary
I
Marshall.
I thought that was her uncle. Well, anyway, I got one thing right.
Thanks, everybody.
Well,
She's 72.
They were Italian, so that makes me feel good. He was an Italian. She's an Italian.
Thanks, everybody, though, in the chat room who helped participate because we don't always
I
get
didn't
it,
know.
right?
I thought Gary was her uncle.
Also, you guys, this is like an interesting story, and then we're going to play a little bit of music. But I read this article because I Googled celebrity news just to see if there was anything interesting going on besides the stupid Kim Kardashian, Taylor Swift bullshit stuff that's out all the time. So guess what? They're getting ready to auction off in November 2 locks, little teeny locks of Marilyn Monroe's hair that some lady has, and they're expecting it that the 2 little locks of hair will fetch a minimum of $8,000.
First of all, it's not her hair. It's so badly bleached.
That's what they said. It's peroxide hair.
Yeah, so I could have given them my hair 2 months ago because I bleached it over the summer pure white to get rid of the dark in the back. Anybody want my hair?
For $8,000, I'll shave it off and give it to them.
Right. Now, if it's not Marilyn's hairdresser, we would wonder where it came from.
I read the whole article.
Yeah, but what's the proof? The DNA you can't find because it's dead. It's been bleached to death.
It's some lady who was like Marilyn's best friend who Marilyn gave it to, and she gave it to an auction house.
Why
she
would
died?
why
She
would
died in 1965 or something.
So Marilyn, while she was dying, cut her hair and sent it to her friend. How would Marilyn give
No, there
somebody
was
her
somebody
hair?
her hair with her. I don't know.
Stop moving
from
your
a
leg. you're
hairdresser.
hitting me.
I don't know.
It had to be a hairdresser of hers. It had to be somebody in studio
It's weird though.
that kept it.
That's a weird thing because why would you really even want that? I understand wanting other things like a dress or a watch or something.
when my grandmother died in 1954, back in those days, funerals were a big deal, and we had a big Italian funeral. And Cinzia, your mom and dad came to the funeral. I remember them being there, who are my mother's cousins. My grandmother, they cut her hair before they closed the lid, and they put the hair in a glass thing, and they gave it to my mother as a souvenir, I guess. I don't know.
I got a souvenir though when Star died of his hair.
Yeah, I think that's weird. Why would you want? Anyway,
I don't know. I kept
my
it,
grandmother's hair is somewhere. I have not. Maybe my sister has it. I don't have it. But that's what they did back then. Listen to this. My grandmother was a redhead when she was young. She was a bright redhead, and as she grew old, her hair turned to the most beautiful snow pure white. She wore it straight back in 2 buns. She dressed modestly. She wore cotton stockings and sensible shoes and looked like a grandmother of the day. Well, when I went to the funeral, they had her in an evening gown with lipstick and a diamond tiara. I mean, I could have cracked up laughing if I wasn't so heartbroken. I mean, how ridiculous. She looked like an old drag queen. I mean, there's my grandmother in the coffin with lipstick. She never wore lipstick in her life. All she did was cook and clean and cook the most delicious food.
Cinzia is saying she never knew that. I don't know which story, but one of those
Yeah,
two stories.
Your mother and father came to my grandmother's funeral. I remember that very well. Betty and I forgot your father's name. What's your father's name, Cinzia? I forget things, but Betty, I loved her mother. Betty was the sweetest, nicest woman. She served me good pasta when I came to the house in New Jersey. And they sat us at the kids' table. I remember sitting there with my 3 cousins. That's what they did in those days, and we were respectful. We didn't tell our parents what to cook, where to go, and what to do. They told us, and we obeyed.
I guess those days are over. Since we don't have young kids, I don't know, but like from what I see every time we go out, it doesn't look like anybody.
Teddy was her dad. Teddy and Betty, because they were
Theodore, named after Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah, Teddy, because it was a dance team.
She actually got that. He actually got that before he even saw that. That's good.
Cinzia, listen to the dance team. It was Benny and Jenny, Teddy and Betty. It could have been a dance team. Benny and Jenny, Teddy and Betty.
All right, you guys. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take another music break because I got a couple songs I want to play before the fabulous Graham Russell calls in. Hey, Chad.
Hi, Captain.
Let's do Making Love Out of Nothing at All, everybody. This is Making Love Out of Nothing at All by Air Supply. Enjoy.
I know just how to whisper, and I know just how to cry. I know just where to find the answers, and I know just how to lie. I know just how to fake it, and I know just how to scheme. I know just when to face the truth, and then I know just when to dream. And I know just where to touch you, and I know just what to prove. I know when to pull you closer, and I know when to let you loose. And I know the night is fading, and I know the time's gonna fly. And I'm never gonna tell you everything I gotta tell you, but I know I gotta give it a try. And I know the roads to riches, and I know the ways to fame. I know all the rules, and then I know how to break them, and I always know the name of the game. But I don't know how to leave you, and I'll never let you fall. And I don't know how you do it, making love out of nothing at all. 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 Every time I see you on the rays of the sun, I'm streaming through the waves in your head. And every star in the sky is taking aim at your eyes like a spotlight. The beating of my heart is a drum, and it's lost, and it's looking for a rhythm like you. You can take the darkness from the pit of the night and turn it to a beacon burning endlessly bright. I gotta follow it, 'cause everything I know, well, it's nothing till I give it to you. I can make the runner stumble, I can make the final block, and I can make every tackle at the sound of the whistle. I can make all the stadiums rock. I can make tonight forever, or I can make it disappear by the dawn. And I can make you every promise that has ever been made, and I can make all your demons be gone. But I'm never gonna make it without you. Do you really wanna see me crawl? And I'm never gonna make it like you do, making love out of nothing at all. 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 Out of nothing at
That's Making Love Out of Nothing at All by Air Supply. They're going to be coming on in a little bit. It's very exciting. I'm excited. And everybody in the chat room loves it. And everybody says we need to make a movement out of making love out of nothing at all.
Well, I took most of the beginning of this show, so I'm going to give Jimmy the second half of the show because he loves them so much, as he will give me my show when Fran Drescher comes on in October. No, if you open your mouth, I'm going to punch your teeth in.
I'm going to open my mouth.
No, you're not, unless you give me permission. No. You have to ask. Fran Drescher is mine. I love her. I adore her. She's my honey bun. I want to hug and kiss her when I meet her. She's going to be my best friend.
Share, Ron, share.
No, I'm not sharing Fran with anybody. No one. I have a friend of mine who loves Lainey Kazan. I'm not going to mention her name. And she thinks that she's going to meet Lainey Kazan when Lainey comes to dinner at my house. No way. I'm not sharing Lainey or Franny with anybody.
Listen to him.
I love Fran Drescher. I love what she does. I love who she is off camera. I have to talk. I don't want to spoil it because, the interview's in October. Who the hell's going to remember? But Fran Drescher is married to a gazillionaire, all right? She wears jeans and sneakers and a sweaty little shirt. Her hair is hanging, no makeup. She couldn't care less. She doesn't come in a helicopter or like those other broads, the Kardashians, or, carry on with all that nonsense. She's doing cancer schmancer for women with vaginal cancer. She helps people. She's with the gay pride. She raises money for AIDS. She's just a sweetie pie. I'm going to cry. I get very emotional.
She'll be coming on. It's going to be a fun show when she does come on. In the meantime,
she's a good heart. She's what she is? A Hamisher Jewish broad. She's a broad. She's still regular. She still wants to go for pizza.
There you go. All right. So
or go to Bagel Nosh.
In music news, you guys, Friday is a new release day, July 22nd. Some of the music that we've been playing on the show is actually coming out. So you can get the new single, Somebody Died by Russian Money on Friday. You can get the new single, Where Were You by former boy bander Tommy Mac, who was in No Authority with Ricky Rebel. And the name of the song is Where Were You? It's coming out on Friday. And also We the Ghost, who hit Billboard several times, and we play the song Let Me Know. Their new album, A Stereophonic Listening Experience. The whole album is coming out on Friday. It's a fabulous album, so get it on iTunes or wherever you like to download your money. It's available. It'll be available in every country on Friday. Also, since we skipped over it, I want to just thank everybody for listening to us on all the different platforms. You can hear us on iHeartRadio, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Audio Boom, Podomatic, Apple TV, and also you can watch the videos on Roku Video and YouTube. We put the videos up pretty much right after the show, within a day or two. And we want to thank everybody because last week's show, I think, had 19,000 views on YouTube, so that's really cool. And we had 1.9 million plays on SoundCloud, which put us at number one against some really popular Sirius satellite radio show that we beat. So thank you so much.
And those of you who are right now banging on your computers and killing yourselves, no, you can't see us. That stuff, that thing is still down there, whatever the hell it is that doesn't transmit us.
But they're telling us it'll be working for next week.
Next week, they promise us they will have all their equipment replaced or whatever. So if you're out there trying to see us, don't, because you won't.
There you go. Also, you guys, if anybody has Netflix and you guys are looking for something cool to watch, which Ron didn't watch this, but I've been watching it as I've been working in the office, and it's a really cool show. And for all of you Winona Ryder fans, because she's basically like...
Why are you watching that?
Not the lead, huh?
We're supposed to watch that together.
I'll watch it again. It's fabulous.
No, why are you doing that? You told me... See, that I knew something was up.
I don't... Wait, first of all, I didn't tell people what it is. I don't think
I don't care.
I don't think you're going to like it.
Just blew it.
He's not going to like it because he doesn't like shows that have little kids in it, and the stars of the show are these three little kids that are like 10 years old.
That's not true. I don't like when they abuse little kids and scare them and cut them up.
Kids. No, these are the stars.
I
kids
love
are the stars.
shows with kids.
So the name of the show is called Stranger Things, you guys. It stars
know me.
Matthew Modine and Winona Ryder. Well, I put on shows with kids all the time.
Matthew Modine, we know. He's a friend of ours.
I know, but I put shows on all the time that have kids, and you always change them.
No, I don't like when they're bratty little snotty kids with those high-pitched voices that you want to punch out. But if they're actors, of course
they're all actors. Any movie that has kids in it
but some of the movies...
He doesn't like those Lifetime movies that have kids in them.
I mean, really, for real. Were your kids like the Lifetime movie kids? These kids came out of Robotville. I mean, they're, yes, mother, I will clean my room now, as you say. When? When did I ever hear those words? I used to yell out, pigs, slobs, look at your room. It's disgraceful. Bras, panties, shoes, earrings all over the place. It looks like a bomb hit a drag queen's room. And I'd say, clean now. You want to go out Saturday night? It's Fat Chance Sisters, clean those rooms. And I got the girls to clean. And they didn't say, yes, Daddy. They said, all right, Hitler. That's what they call me. All right, Hitler. I'm going to go clean my room.
So you guys definitely want to watch it. It's called Stranger Things. It is cool. It's got a very 80s vibe to it. It takes place in the 80s, so it's got like 80s music, and everything is like really fun with it.
I love Winona Ryder.
And she's really back strong in this. And I just think it's really cool the way television and everything has changed, you guys. You know, where it used to be that if you didn't watch ABC or CBS, now all the shows that are winning all the Emmys and all the awards are all the shows that are created specifically by Netflix, Hulu, Google, all these different people.
I have some Jane Russell private information for you folks who are fans of the fabulous legend Jane Russell, who was my dearest buddy in the world. I said to Jane one night, I said, what do you think of Winona Ryder? And Jane said, who's that? And I explained, and I put up on my computer pictures of Winona. I said, Jane, if ever they do your life story, Winona Ryder should play you because she looks exactly like you without makeup. When Jane didn't have makeup on, she didn't look like Jane Russell. She looked like a person. I'm still beautiful. I mean, oh my God, she had still a gorgeous face. But she looked like Winona Ryder. And Jane said, you know what, Ron, you're right. And this is sad. She said, so someday, even after I'm dead, you suggest it. So here I'm, that's a Jane Russell moment with me, a private moment. She thought that Winona Ryder looked like her and should play her in the Jane Russell life story, which would be an interesting life story because Jane Russell had quite an interesting life. Trust me, I know all about it. Jane and I spent hours. We're both Geminis and talkers, and we would sit in our kitchen and we would have dinner together, and all we would do is talk about her life, my life, how similar it was, Hollywood, all the stars she worked with and who she liked and who she... I mean, I could write 50 books. I've been approached, by the way, by a book company that wants me to do, what was it called, a small book?
Yeah, I forgot what it was.
That some woman, I never got back to her because I don't have time to sit down and write a book about Jane Russell. But when I'm old and I have nothing better to do, then I will sit down and I will write the Jane Russell story. And I mean, she's had 3 husbands, and she made orphans from Europe. I mean, she did a lot of good stuff. She wasn't just a sexy, beautiful actress. She was quite a woman, and I miss her every day, and I still love and adore her.
Yeah, actually, I guess she was in the movie. A picture of her was in the movie. What was that movie? About the adoptions?
Yeah, Philomena.
Philomena. She was a picture of her because she's the one who actually helped with all the people starting to get adopted.
Well, she started WAIF. WAIF is to bring European... See, there was a time after the World War II when all these beautiful children were parentless. And Jane Russell wanted to adopt. And America said, no, you cannot adopt a foreign child. And Jane Russell, for the life of her, couldn't understand that because her feelings were God made all children for everyone, not for Europe and America. They're God's children, and she was a religious woman, and she fought it. And she took it to Washington, and she won. And she became WAIF. And WAIF allowed European children to be adopted. And in fact, Jane's son is Irish, and she adopted him in Ireland from an orphanage. Well, the movie Philomena took place in that orphanage, and there was a picture on the wall of the real Jane Russell, and they mentioned how she started WAIF.
It was cool. It was
which
very
was
cool.
a wonderful thing. Let me tell you something.
Movie, you guys.
Jane Russell was one of the most down-to-earth. She was a broad, another broad. Jane couldn't stand phonies. That's why we got along so well, because I tell the truth, she tells the truth. Jane was a tough dame. She didn't care for anybody trying to pull the wool over her eyes because she was smart, and she would bury you. She didn't like phonies. If you came on to her like, oh, darling, I love you, she'd say, please, I'm going to throw up. She didn't like that. So I used to say to her, hey, Jane, move your ass. And that she liked. She liked being treated tough. She also liked a man that was a man. When she was with me, she was very much the woman and allowed me to be very much the man, opening doors, making dinner reservations, all the things that we did in the wonderful years of elegance. And I love that because I like doing that with a woman. Jane Russell was extremely feminine and adorable, and I just
In our relationship, I open the doors.
I wish. No, you do not. When you ever open a door, you're such a jerk. He does not, folks. He does not. He does not. I wish he opened
That was
doors.
funny.
No,
I'll
it wasn't
start
funny because that
opening
made me
doors.
out to be like a girl fairy, and I'm not a fairy girl. I'm far from a fairy girl.
That was funny.
I
like
dig
that.
ditches, build houses, and mix cement. I do
That's
brick.
true. He does do all
I
that.
do brickwork, plumbing, hammering. You know, it was my father's business. What do you think? I grew up in a manicurist salon.
That's funny.
Anyway,
All right.
so that's it for Jane. Anyway, I'm sorry Jimmy never met Jane Russell. She would have liked Jimmy because he's the same as I. He's very, very down to earth and honest. And I think she would have admired what he did. And just think of it, folks, the thrill of having her sitting between Jimmy and I for an interview on our show today. That would have been stupendous.
Absolutely.
So, Jane, if you're looking at us from heaven, excuse yourself from Jesus
Come join us.
and come down and join us.
There you go. All right, so we're going to do one more song break, you guys, and then I think we're going to be having our guests should be calling in right after that. So this is actually not only my favorite Air Supply song, this is probably like one of my favorite like ballady songs of all time. And the name of the song is Goodbye. It's off of the Vanishing Something album from like the 90s, I think, or early 2000s, whatever it is. It's a great, great song. The name of the song is Goodbye. So here's Goodbye from Air Supply.
I can see the pain living in your eyes, and I know how hard you tried. You deserve to have so much more. I can feel your heart and I sympathize, and I'll never criticize all you've ever meant to my life. I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna lead you on, I don't wanna hold you back from where you might belong.
You would never ask me why my heart is so disguised. I just can't live a lie anymore. I would rather hurt myself than to ever make you cry. There's nothing left to say but goodbye.
You deserve a chance at the kind of love I'm not sure I'm worthy of. Losing you is painful to me.
I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna lead you on, I don't wanna hold you back from where you might belong. You would never ask me why my heart is so disguised. I just can't live a lie anymore.
Okay, everybody, so that's Goodbye by Air Supply, one of my favorite songs of all times. First of all, the vocals are so amazing in the range of the singers, which is Graham Russell.
1, 2.
Graham Russell and Russell Hitchcock is just
All these
unbelievable.
Russells. Meanwhile, folks, I have to make a little statement before he comes on. I have had lots of emails and lots of, whatever is that's going on in this world about my skin. Thank you very much for complimenting my skin. Yes, it's my skin. Nothing's ever been done to it except the stuff that I use to put on it to keep it from drying out and becoming a piece of leather. Now, my dearest friend in the world, who is Danae Montague King, who has his product line of DMK. I don't go for shit to put on my face to ruin it. A lot of junk out there that you could put on can enlarge your pores, shrink your skin, and ruin it. I'm a great believer in olive oil on my face, and I do put olive oil on my face, as well as 2 things of DMKs. So I spoke with Danae this morning, and I said, Danae, I'm going to give you a free plug because I feel it has to be. I don't make money on this, folks. He doesn't pay me. Of that new stuff. I don't even know what it's called. I don't have it. It's upstairs. I should have brought it down. Anyway, it's this crap you put on your face, and it's sensational. Got to tell you what it does for your face. It tightens your pores. It pulls your face, and it brings back nourishment. I don't know. Whatever it is. He's got to write it out. And I will say what it is that it does, because I don't know. I get it. I put it on, and I look sensational, and I couldn't care less about the chemical content or the bullshit about it. So I am not sponsoring DMK, but I'm going to share it with you. Now, I never really knew the price because I get it wholesale like next to cost. It's outrageously expensive. The entire 5-bottle kit, which I don't need all 5 bottles because I'm young and gorgeous.
It's called limited collections.
Limited, but Danae, she's old and wretched, so she needs to use the whole 5. Liz Lauren, his drag persona, she uses it because she's an old mess. Anyway, it's $1,000. I almost fainted. I said, Danae, you're kidding. I can't tell people out there to buy stuff for $1,000. What are you, nuts? Is that what he said? What do you think you've been getting, Miss Russell, that evil queen? Anyway, so I only used the 2 bottles. But for those of you that want to get the entire thing, I will let you know exactly what it all does. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this. I might get in trouble. But my friend Danae may be up for the Nobel Award.
Nobel Prize?
Nobel Prize, which would flip me out. I couldn't be prouder and happier if this happened. So anyone that could be up for the Nobel Prize certainly knows the chemistry of cosmetic. I don't even know what it is. I'm talking through my hat.
I know,
Look, it comes in the.
Just wait till they send
Yeah,
it
but
to
I
you.
just wanted to give a heads. Look, it comes in the bottle. I put it on my kisser, and I look good. What the frig do I care what it's all about? But $1,000 for 5 bottles? That's outrageous. So Danae said if you go online, you can get it way cheaper. So I'm going to sort of.
So we're going to get the information. And
Yeah,
actually
but
give
I'm
you
going to
real information.
sort of talk to him and say, listen, Danae, could we have a special rate for friends of Ron Russell? Maybe he'll take another 10% off if you say, because of Ron. Anyway, it really works. I'm thinking of having fillers put in my face because it's starting to fall. Not my skin, the muscles. Hey, listen, I'm almost 100. You know what I mean? You start to fall apart. So I want the fillers which go under the skin and lift the face. So if I suddenly start to look very young and magnificent, it's not because of this cream. This cream treats the skin to stop it from wrinkling. And I think it does puff up something. There's some other crap you could buy.
It'd be better, though, if you didn't tell people until you knew exactly what it was.
Yeah, but they're my friends. I talk to them like I talk. Make believe we're at lunch. This is how I talk to my friends at lunch. I don't know anything about anything. Half of the time I'm at lunch, I don't even know where I am, if you want the truth. I swear to God. Sometimes I'm at lunch and I have to say to the people, what restaurant are we in? Because I don't know. I don't pay attention to those things. They bore me. I like results. Anyway, as soon as I have the stuff properly done and I can sound intelligent when I speak about it, I will.
There you go.
But look it up, folks, because it is a good line. It's not like the phony baloney's, which is cold cream and perfume that ruins your skin. Please listen to me, folks. I beg you, do not put anything on your skin but olive oil if you can't afford to buy the proper cosmetics. And don't wash your face either. Wash your face with olive oil.
Cynthia says the same thing. She washes her face.
My cousin has gorgeous skin. Of course, and she washes her face with olive oil. My face
You
right
guys can
now.
check it out too. You can go to DanaeMKing.com, DANNEMKING.com.
Yeah, but my face right now, I wish the cameras were working. I would go right up to it and show you. I don't have a pore. Anything. My skin is the same now as when I was like in my 20s. And I really think it's because of olive oil, no sun, no soap on my face, and from age 60 till now, DMK Cosmetic.
There you go.
And I believe in that. So believe in me. But please do not wash your face with soaps and do not put all kinds of detergent and shits on your face. It ruins it. Wrecks your skin. Skin was not meant to be chemicalized.
Hey, Chad.
Hi, Captain.
So is our guest online? Can you see that or no?
He's got the green light.
Should we call him maybe, you think?
If it's up to you.
Chad, you have nice skin. What do you do to your skin?
I don't put any lotions or anything on it. I try to buy some not too sudsy soap, and I don't know.
Use olive oil. When you're my age, you'll look as good as I am.
I eat and drink a lot of olive oil.
Yeah, but put it on your skin. It's wonderful. It makes you feel oily, and you just feel loose. You don't feel tight.
They want to know. Chintzia says she uses coconut oil too. Is coconut oil good?
Coconut oil is excellent. I have a bottle of that upstairs. I use coconut oil if I'm exposed to oceans, winds, or swimming pool, especially chlorine pools. Then I put everything on. I put DMK on first, so it penetrates my skin. Then a couple of hours later, I do an olive oil wash. An olive oil is you put olive oil in the palm of your hand, and with the little Kleenex, you tap it, and you tap it all over your face. And then coconut oil before I go to bed. And my skin is really good.
Chad, also, they're saying they want you to go back on Facebook. Are you not on Facebook?
No, I don't party on Facebook too much.
Okay.
Well, friend me. Of all people. Jesus
I probably
Christ.
already have you as a friend.
He already has you as a friend. He's just never on Facebook.
Well, Facebook me so we
Get on Twitter. All right.
Hate book. Sorry.
You know what? Put on a loincloth and take some pictures.
Okay, thanks, Ron.
Hey, let's go ahead and try and call him with video Skype and see if it works since it's 6.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody. We're going to see if this works. Hopefully it'll work. It's live, and here we go. Let's see what happens. It doesn't look like anything's happening. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening?
It's happening, but nothing. No.
You know what? The day I die, as I'm dying, I'm going to say, thank God I never have to deal with Skype again. And I'll die smiling.
I'll see if I got an email from him. But okay, so we don't have him yet, everybody. I'm working on it, and that's the way it all goes. We know he has contact, but he didn't have video before, so we don't know that he's got video. Since he only had audio.
Also, I put olive oil on the top of my hands because you have no idea the abuse your hands take. Sun, movement, detergents, washing dishes, clothes, toilet bowls, all those things I have to do.
You know what, too, though, Chad? I want to talk about Skype for a minute because Ron always dishes on Skype, but everybody is using Skype. We watched the Republican National Convention. They were Skyping from the floor yesterday.
Yeah.
They were interviewing people on major network. This is major network television, not like internet television.
And we started doing it before anybody.
We started doing it before everybody.
In fact, listen to this. You want to hear of a knockoff? You're going to cry. There's a guy somewhere out west that's got a radio show like ours, and guess what it's called? Something Star Show. And he spells it with 2 R's, Starr. I think his name is Jimmy, the Jimmy Star Show. But it's I thought, how could you be so bold as to knock it off?
Well, California better make some room.
Well, it's not California. He was somewhere in Oregon or something. And I listened into his show. Oh my God, he's so bad. But he had Debbie Reynolds on, my Debbie, who I know so well. I really got to get Debbie on our show. But Debbie did not give him the interview that she would give me. She gave him a theatrical. It sounded like she was reading it from a paper, and he was doing it very, very sophisticated and very stupid. And Miss Reynolds, when you made your 4th film, or I would have said, Debbie, talk about Liz, that bitch, when she stole your husband. I go for the shocker. And Debbie would have said, you're right, she was a bitch. So Debbie and I have a great rapport. Love Debbie.
Well, get her on the horn. Let's go.
You know what happened, Chad? This is the truth. I cannot find my book with everybody. I have everybody's phone number.
You
and
lost the
address.
little black book?
Well, I don't know if I packed it. I can't find it. I don't have Debbie's direct. I had her direct cell phone. Last time I talked to her, her dog died. So she had to go. She said she was hysterical. Then I called up. She said, call me tomorrow. And I called her the next day. She said, gotta run. My daughter's outside in the car waiting. We have to pick out a coffin for my dog's ashes. So that's, and then my book disappeared. I know. I accused Jimmy of throwing it out because he was jealous.
Jimmy?
No, he didn't.
I didn't do it.
I just love to torture him. I'm a torturer, by the way. I love to do it. You know, we have an expression in Italian, che sprezza amo, who teases loves. If you don't tease somebody, you don't care for them.
Laughter's good.
You wouldn't waste your time, right? I mean, people I don't care for, I don't do it. I just, hello, goodbye. That's it. I'm not interested. But if I tease you, it means I care for you. Che spesso amo. I think that's Sicilian. Because my Sicilian friend taught me that, Ann Scuderi. She taught me that.
What are you going to do?
And she was Sicilian. Because sprezzo, I don't know what sprezzo means. Hey, Cinzia, what does sprezzo mean? Do you know? I've never heard the word. It must be a Sicilian word. Not that you're Sicilian. Cinzia is like me. We're from Verona, Italy. You know, Venice. We're Venetian. What are we going to talk about now while we're waiting for this terrific guest to come on? Whose name is Russell?
Graham Russell.
How dare he use my name? He stole my name.
It's
Where
a
did I
really
get
cool
him?
thing about the guys in Air Supply, though. One of them is Russell Hitchcock, and the other one is Graham Russell. So they're both Russells.
Oh,
and now you're on the Jimmy Star Show with Russells, and they all have birthdays that are Geminis. I
Well,
believe.
they have to change their names. I insist. Too many Russell. Like that guy that's doing you, Jimmy Star, Starr. Forget it.
Yeah, isn't that funny? Somebody else took my name and added another R.
Except he's not Skyping. He must be a little guy, you know, with it like a laptop.
Listen to him.
Gotta
I'm
love
so
it.
bad. I'm just Chad. I really am bad. I need to be whipped, beaten. Oh, Jimmy.
So, Chad,
That would give you too much pleasure on. Yes, Jim.
are there ways to
Jimmy.
keep calling him
He's
without
coming in right now, sir.
Perfect. Okay, love it.
And here we go.
No, not yet. Hello.
Hi there.
Hey. I
I can't-
see you.
I can't see you.
Did you hit the little video button?
ITV?
Hit no, don't
No,
say
not
anything 'cause you don't know
ITV.
anything.
Sorry,
Hit the
sorry.
little video icon on your Skype.
I'm getting a yellow caution sign on that in those. Are you on what type of device?
I'm on an iPad because I can't download it on my laptop. It won't accept it.
There you go.
Oh, so it's not gonna. So we're not gonna have video. We're only gonna have audio.
You're going to have to get a good looking picture of him.
Okay. So
There
find
you
a good looking picture of him and put it up because there's nothing we can do
But
about
we
it.
want you on our television
We have to do it
show.
again and set up another time
Yeah.
so we can put you on our TV show because now you're only going to be on radio.
Yeah, well, why don't we do it another time if that works with you? Then I'll figure out how to get Skype on my laptop.
We'll do that, but now that we've got you, let's talk a little bit because we've got probably 1 million people listening.
Oh, all right. I mean, I'm sorry about it. I don't know what is going on. It just won't take it. It just won't let me download it.
Okay.
Listen, with your voice, you don't have to worry about your technical skills. Believe me, we're happy just to hear you.
So hold on, let me do a fun intro. Anyway, everybody. All right, everybody. So we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show the fabulous Mr. Graham Russell from Air Supply. Hello and welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Jimmy.
Let me introduce you to everybody, starting off with my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
How do you do, sir? And how dare you steal my last name?
I know. Isn't that terrible?
All of us.
I've had it longer, though.
No. I'm 76 years old.
Oh, my. You don't sound 76.
And
He
I
doesn't
don't-
look it
and
either
I
if you
don't
can
look
see
it.
him.
But I am. I'm an old bag. But I've had. Well, actually, sir, I must tell you, I've only had Russell since my relationship and friendship with Jane Russell, the legend of Hollywood.
Oh.
Jane and I were dearest of friends, and when I went from stage to film, I had to have a name. So I said I stole Jane's last name, which is Russell. My real name is Sirigo. But Ron Sirigo didn't work in Hollywood. Too ethnic, too Italian, and they thought, and being from
It
Brooklyn,
sounds like a porn star.
Well, I wish. But they said to me, since you're from Brooklyn with the Brooklyn accent, it sounds like the mafia. So
Okay, so then we got the man behind the boards, Graham. That's
passionate about-
Mr. Chad Murphy.
Oh, hello, Chad. How are you?
Mr. Russell, good to have you on the show.
Then we have a chat room full of people, so please just say hello to everybody in the chat room.
Hi, everyone in the chat room. Great to be here.
So where are you actually calling us from?
I'm calling from Woodland, Utah, where I live.
Okay, cool.
Oh, Utah.
Yeah.
I knew that one of you lived, which we should give a shout out to everybody, to Russell Hitchcock, the other half of Air Supply. Just a hello from the Jimmy Star Show and all their fans, because we love you guys. We think the music's fabulous. Everything you guys do is fabulous.
Yeah, and I've been to Utah. Where exactly are you in Utah?
I've been to Park.
Well, do you know where Park City, Utah is?
I do. I've been skiing there twice.
No.
Yeah.
Go down.
Well, it's probably the.
I know Salt Lake City area.
Yeah, I'm 50 miles east of Salt Lake, which I don't know if that makes any.
Okay, because that's where Donnie, what's his name, comes from. Osmond.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, they live in Provo. I'm.
Right.
I'm kind of between Provo, Salt Lake. I'm in. If you have a triangle, I'm the other point of the triangle.
So
where I live is very rural.
Right, lakes. A lot of lakes, I think, when you fly over, because I flew over to go to Salt Lake. Beautiful country, Utah.
It really is beautiful, and it's very unusual. It's really beautiful. It's kind of like another planet when you start exploring. It's really beautiful. It's a big secret.
So is London, so is England, and so is Australia. So they're all beautiful countries. Now, listen, not to be rude, but I'm going to say goodbye to you because I made a deal with Jimmy.
That's not true.
No, it is true. Because he adores Air Supply, which I do too. And your song that we played, the first one, was always a favorite of mine. Two less lonely people. I mean,
yeah, thank you.
Give me a break. Those lyrics.
He's not going anywhere. He's going to be sitting
No.
here.
I'm going to be sitting here, but I made a deal with him. Fran Drescher, you know who she is?
I do indeed, yeah.
The nanny. Crazy about her. She's coming on the show in October. And I said to Jimmy, I'll give you if you give me her.
In other words,
Okay.
so he doesn't really want me talking a lot for her, and
He's
and
not allowed to
gonna,
talk.
So he's not going to talk a lot now because Air Supply is like you guys are like my all-time favorite band.
Right. So
first of all,
Wait. So I'm going to give you over to Jimmy for the rest of the show. I'll just
he's still
tune in.
gonna
I
tune
doubt it.
I'll tune in every now and then.
He'll never shut
But
up.
I didn't want you to
He
shut
never
up.
shuts
Shut
up.
up. I didn't want you to think I was rude or disliked you, so I wasn't talking to you.
That's I appreciate that.
Yeah, let Jimmy interview you.
So,
Here you go.
So welcome to the show. First of all, I'm super excited. We have great celebrities on all the time, but none of them are Air Supply. And you especially, since you write most of the songs or all of the songs, right? A lot of them.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I write most of them. Yeah.
I noticed that on the website, which everybody, if you want to go check out the website, it's airsupplymusic.com. But I noticed on the website there's like the singer and the songwriters, or the singer and the writer or something, or like two different categories, and one of them has Russell Hitchcock's biography, and then the other one has yours.
That's right. It's the singer and the song.
The singer and the song. That's right. There you go. I kind of messed that one up. So I think it's like fabulous. And you guys met. So just for people who don't know, I read the bio that you guys met working on Jesus Christ Superstar in Australia, and now you've released 25 albums, I think, since then. So in not in a long time, but you've had a career, and Billboard magazine ranked you guys as the 83rd best musical act of all time.
Yeah, we were very proud of that. I think that's a great achievement for someone like us,
What I mean, for someone like that's a phenomenal achievement out of all the millions of people who have bands, first of all, and all the famous bands and music and people who chart on Billboard for the last 50 years. That you're like 83 out of the millions of people. It's quite an accomplishment. I would have ranked you higher because there was lots of people I thought you should have been ahead of. Actually, for me, I would have put you like in the top 10 probably, but 83.
Right.
I think it's fabulous, and I think it's really like exciting. And so let's talk a little bit about it. First of all, I also read, which Ron would actually kind of like this, but when you were younger, you were kind of more fascinated with paranormal activity type things, and that somebody actually told you to go to the audition for Jesus Christ Superstar because they thought something good would come out of it.
Yeah, they did. When I was, before I joined Superstar, I used to play on my own in coffee bars with acoustic guitar and folk clubs and things like that, places like that, which I really liked. and I was playing my own songs, which was very difficult in those days, but it was great. And I used to, in the daytime, I was a voracious reader, and I used to read a lot about spirituality, and I got in heavily into the paranormal. And I had this elderly lady that used to be like a mentor, and her name was Dorothy Whittle, and she's passed on now, but I used to go to her and she'd give me books that she thought I would enjoy, and I would read them. I used to read at least a book a day because I had most of the day free when I'd work at night. And one day she said to me, have you seen the ad in the paper for Superstar? And I said, yeah, I saw it, but I didn't think I had a decent voice, and it wasn't my thing. I'd never done any theatre. And she said, if you go for it, it'll change your whole life. And since she said that, I thought, then I've got to go. So I went to the audition, and there were hundreds and hundreds of people at the auditions in Melbourne, in Australia. And I almost gave up because I was there for hours. And I thought, oh, God, all these people are going to be great singers. But I went in and I walked center stage into the spotlight, and I sang the song that I chose. And then 2 weeks later, they called me and said I had a part in the show. So she was right. And that was the beginning of a new life for me, certainly.
Okay, now I have to cut in, which I promised I wouldn't, but I must because I'm bursting. When I was 26 years old, I was friends with Ethel Meyer Johnson. Are you familiar with that name?
I'm not, no.
She was one of the greatest and the best foreseers of all, and she was on the level.
Oh, okay.
She told me so many things that came to pass.
Yeah.
The thing that astounded me was she said, you are not going to have any great success until your older years, and there's going to be a crossroad that you must choose which way to go. If you choose the correct way, you're going to be very successful.
Yeah.
If you choose the other way, you will remain as you are now forever. Well, when I met Jimmy Starr, because Jimmy Starr and I are legally married, we're the first gay couple to have a talk show.
Oh, far out.
Yeah, that was my crossroad because I was going to come out of who I was to become who I am publicly and discuss my marriage, and I was against it. And I thought, Jimmy, I can't handle it. And also, I don't like radio. I'm television because I had a television show in California where I never said I was gay. I just interviewed the great legends of Hollywood.
Right. So
it was my crossroad, and I chose to go with Jimmy. And here we have great success. And now I'm world famous and successful. So Ethel Meyer Johnson, look her up, folks.
I will. I remember that name. Yes.
Oh, she's got a history, my friend. She worked with the Dutch guy. What was his name? They used to contact people. They were phenomenal foreseers. Foreseers, yeah.
Mediums, yeah.
Yeah, mediums. Back to Jimmy.
Oh. I love the way it works. So at Jesus Christ Superstar, that's where you met Russell too. How do you guys? Which one of you guys is older?
Russell is a year and 4 days older than myself.
Okay.
Yeah, but I met Russell on the very first day. I think because we were the only two people in the show that didn't know someone else there. In theatre, it's very cliquey. People stick together. And a lot of people go from one production to the next. But Russell and I were the lonely strangers there. And so we actually started talking and said, oh, hi, because I wasn't speaking to anyone. I didn't know anyone. And then when all the chorus sat down to sing for the first time, there was 34 of us, Russell and I sat next to each other because we just said hello. And when I heard the whole chorus sing for the very first time, I mean, the hairs on the back of my neck just stood up. It was amazing. And then I noticed that this guy next to me with the big afro had the most incredible voice. And I went, wow, what a great voice he's got. And I thought to myself, I'd love to work with him, And so we started rehearsal, and they paired off the apostles in pairs. And Russell became my
pair.
My pair, yeah. He was. And so we got to know each other. Then we discovered, first of all, that we were born in the same month. We had the same name. We both saw the Beatles in '64. I saw them in England, and Russell saw them in Australia. So, and we both loved the Beatles. So we had these things that were very, very similar. We had great similarities, and we thought the same. We used to laugh at the same things. So we had this common bond pretty straight away in the show.
Then you actually became two less lonely people in the world.
We were the two less lonely people, yeah.
Hey.
Which you have to love it. I think that's fabulous. And
interruption. Where'd that song come from? We love that song.
Oh, I never know where any of the songs come from. They just kind of appear, I mean, I write all the time, every day, and I just hear them. I just hear the songs, When I wake up in the morning, I usually hear a song in my head, and, I either decide to go and work on it, or I have a cup of tea and I'll do it later, depends. But, songs are always around me, always.
I think
and the lyrics as well. You did the lyrics.
Yes. Yeah.
Terrific. It's fabulous work, my friend. And also,
thank you.
I tell you, do you know the old actor from Hollywood, Ronald Colman?
I know the name, certainly.
Well, you sound just like him.
Oh, do I really? People think when I'm on the phone and I don't know the person, they think I'm Michael Caine.
Yes. Well, Michael's a little more Cockney than you, but you have a beautiful...
That's absolutely ridiculous.
There
I
you
don't
go.
sound like Michael Caine at all. Where's the wine?
That was fabulous. But you have a beautiful speaking voice. You've got to do voiceovers. Talk to Jimmy later.
People have said that to me for years. I'd love to.
I have an audiobook company, and so we put out audiobooks by all kinds of cool people. We could even put out your Nearly Beloved collection of poems. You could read it, and then we could release it as an audiobook.
I would love to do that. That would be great.
I'll shoot you an email later.
All right, the deal is made. The deal is made.
Which we might as well go to that. I mean, we're going to jump around all over the place anyway. Do you start things in poems to turn them into songs, or how does it work? By the way, everybody, if you go to airsupplymusic.com and hit items for sale, I think, or whatever, Russell Graham has a book called Nearly Beloved. It's a collection of his poems. Also, a lot of his poems, you can read them if you go to the Air Supply Music Facebook page, which has 1.7 million likes. But do you put songs into poems, or do you start them as poems and turn them into songs, or are they just both separate?
They're both separate, yeah. I mean, I have put the occasional poem into a song, but usually I like to keep them separate because I think they're quite different, the meter's totally different. But I do, I put a new poem up every Sunday on our Facebook page, and a lot of people like it, but I keep those very short and simple because, I mean, I've loved poetry since I was 10 years old, and I also love the long ones that some of them are 50 pages, poems like The Ancient Mariner, and a lot of really older poems from the 18th century are quite long. But I'm very aware that people new to poetry don't want to sit down and read something for 2 hours. So I make my poems now, the ones for Sunday at least, very short. They're just 2 verses, but the message is quite profound, I think, and I think people really enjoy them because they get something out of it.
I actually
here's a great poem. Roses are red, violets are blue.
That's nice.
And it's original. I just invented it. I just created it.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Also, you guys,
it took a lot of thought.
If you go to airsupplymusic.com, you guys, too, I think there's a place that you can actually order an autographed copy of Nearly Beloved, and that way Graham Russell will sign it for you. I keep getting messed up between all these Russells.
I know. It's happened to us forever. I mean, when we meet people, they'll say, which one are you? So usually I say I'm the tall guy and he's the short guy because I'm 6 feet 5 inches and Russell's 5'7",
Well, you know how a lot of Hollywood stars... their husbands hate being called by their name, like Sophia Loren, for example. Her husband would be called Mr. Loren. Well, Jane and I used to go to dinner. They'd say to me, Mr. Russell, was it satisfactory? And I said, well, I don't know. I'll ask my wife, Jane.
Oh, wow.
It's satisfactory.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, so I was never offended by being. We did a red carpet in Florida for her film Gentleman Furblon, and they said, and here comes Mr. and Mrs. Russell.
Oh, wow. That's too
Fabulous.
good.
Fabulous, you know.
Yeah, that's too good. Far out.
Love it.
What a thrill knowing Jane Russell.
Oh, I spoke about it before. Jane and I were buddies. She's a Gemini. She's a broad.
Oh, was she? I am too.
Yes, I am a Gemini also. And Jane was a broad. She hated phonies. If you did, darling, let's do lunch, she'd say, please, I'm going to throw up.
No way.
Oh, she was a regular. She was a cowboy. And my dearest friend, and I love and adore her, she was just a buddy of buddies. I mean, you couldn't get a better friend in the world.
What was her birthday? Do you remember?
Yes, yes, I remember. June. Oh, my God. No, not June. That's...
Yeah, it'll be June. Beginning of June is Gemini.
Yeah, but June, the number, I think June 20.
No, it's too late. Gemini ends like on the 11th or something, or 15th.
She could have been in May as well.
Somebody in our chat room, look up Jane Russell's birthday for me.
Actually, too, Graham, my chat is telling me to tell you to sit close or speak closer into your mic. I hear you.
Okay.
I hear you
that
fine,
way
too. But one thing about Jane stayed at my house like dozens of times, and I stayed at her house. She would come out of a shower at 89 years old.
Oh, my.
Look as gorgeous as when she was young. I've never seen an old lady look so beautiful as Jane Russell without makeup. She was structurally gorgeous.
Yeah, she was beautiful, absolutely.
And thin, and the legs on her. She'd swim in the pool. She came out of the pool. I said, where did you get those legs, you old bag? Look at you, you're almost 90. You got legs like a 20-year-old. And she'd go by and she'd say, shut up.
That's too weird. My sister's name is Jane, too. She was Jane Russell.
That's funny. She must have ribbed a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's move forward with music a little bit, because one thing I want to do, first of all, I want to talk about some of your other hit songs, and we're going to play your new song, which I actually adore.
Yeah, I adore you, yes.
And,
I adore you.
And I want to talk about that and also the video, because it's got a phenomenal video for it. And but first of all, I have to say, I think Two Less Lonely People in the World is probably my favorite. It's kind of like Ron and my song. It comes on in the car all the time. But also, we just played Goodbye before you came on, and that's probably one of my favorite ballads of all time. And I just want to talk a little bit to first of all, the fact that you guys are two straight guys writing probably the most romantic music ever written, for anybody to listen to. And I think I went online and read all these things about you guys, and how a lot of the gay population was so upset that you guys weren't actually together, and you weren't actually lovers, that you just were the band together, but how disappointed they were because you wrote the most romantic things, and they thought it would be so great.
If you wait, I have to interrupt because it's important.
See, I told you can't keep his mouth shut.
Only because he goes on, and I lose the moment. Graham believes in the spirit world. In the spirit world, there's no such thing as sex, but two men can love each other.
Oh, of course,
and create love without sex. They don't have to be homosexual. So this is the spirit world, and this man is got grace, because he dreams in the morning. He doesn't realize it. The songs that he's singing and humming in the morning, he has just dreamt.
Yeah.
And now he's repeating them because they have been sent to him in his sleep. And his relationship with this other fellow is a love affair.
Russell Hitchcock.
It's just not a sexual affair.
Right.
Absolutely. I know. And every interview, everything I read said, that you guys are best friends. You've been friends forever. It's all fabulous. I think it's really cool. I just think that the actual romantic, because it's not like you guys are doing rock anthems. These are like ballads of love and togetherness and hurt and all these emotions that people go through, and the fact that basically there's hardly anybody else on the planet who's ever written songs like what you've done to compare. And number one, I think it's amazing, and number two, do you agree with what Ron just said about how you about what he just said?
Well, I do, yeah. And, since the beginning of our career, everyone has always thought that Russell and I were gay lovers, And I think a majority of people still think that, but that's never been the case. The thing was, I think when we first came on the scene, we were the only two guys like that created these kind of records, and they're very, very romantic. They're very deep, and they have a great message. And nobody else was doing it, so they didn't have anything else to compare, you know. But when we started to become successful in Australia first, they certainly thought we were definitely an item, you know, and nothing we could say could move them from that. And so in the end, we didn't really defend ourselves. We said, hey, think whatever you like. That's not important. What's important is the music. You know?
That's right, the music.
I can find out in a minute if you two are lovers. Have you ever gone picking out China together?
No, we never have.
You're straight, and you're straight.
I'm straight. You know, it's funny because Russell and I, we have so much in common, and yet we're so different. Like, for instance, you know, I'm a big outdoors person. I live on a huge ranch that's 2 square miles in its size. Russell he likes to live in the city. He never goes out anywhere except to go to restaurants. He stays indoors. I'm an outdoors person. I love getting out, hiking, and camping and doing all that. But
a Gemini.
I'm a Gemini, yeah, but he's the complete opposite, you know. He loves going out to dinner, which is great. But in that end of it, like when he comes to my house, we used to record up here quite a lot. He would be, he would love it because of the space and everything. But he would run out of things to do. Like if I say, let's go and take a hike, he wouldn't want to do that. That's not who he is. But the thing is, we both respect each other's differences, and that's why we've never ever had an argument in our entire career, because we have such great respect for each other. I know he likes to do certain things, and he knows I like to do certain things.
Graham,
we just allow each other to do that, you know.
Answer me this question, and it may be crazy. Do you think he was your father or your son in a prior life? Because I firmly believed Jane Russell was my mother in a prior life.
Right.
Because of the similarities and because of the connection and how we met. Do you?
Well, I am a big believer in that too.
So he was a family member. You could love him so much because he was your son.
Yeah, I think we certainly have seen each other in other lives. There's no doubt. Because when we first met, we got on so well, so quickly. It was frightening. And after a few days, I said, would you be interested in creating a band or something so that when Superstar finishes, we have something to go to? And he said, what a great idea. And that's how we began. You know, that was like after the first week we'd met each other. Air Supply was the embryo of Air Supply, if you like.
It was preordained.
Yeah, we've always said that it was absolutely preordained. There's absolutely no doubt, you know.
So let's go to the I Adore You, because we've only got 13 minutes left. And I will play the song so we can talk about it. So tell us a little bit about I Adore You. It's a brand new song. It came out last year. It's got a phenomenal video, you guys. You have to see. You can go on YouTube and just plug in Air Supply, I Adore You. Tell us a little bit about the song.
Well, I wrote the song in Brazil last year, and it came up, you know, I wrote the song in about half an hour, which is normal for me. But as soon as I wrote it, I called Russell, because I was in my room. I called him. I said, I want you to listen to this song. And I just played it for him there and then, reading the lyrics. And he said, oh, wow, this is one of those songs. And I thought it was too. But I always like to get his confirmation. And I said to him, this is going to be one of the great songs that we put out. He said, yeah. So we started it. And when we were recording it, it just had that feeling, you know, and we know what that feeling is. And it happened pretty fast. And we said, well, let's do a video for it, even though there aren't that many outlets anymore for video, apart from, social media. We said, let's do one. And we contacted a director friend of ours who's worked with us in the past, named Nick Fry. And he said, you know, the song is so worldly. It's not for anyone in particular. It's for everyone. And it's not just for a guy and a girl saying, I adore you. It's for guys that have relationships with guys. It's for ladies that have relationships with ladies, for mothers and daughters and sons and fathers. It's for everyone. So we tried to incorporate that in the video. And that's why we have there's several gay couples in there. And
I love it. I love it. I love it. I think that's fabulous.
Thank you for thinking of us. We appreciate it.
No, I think I think the word adore is a word that people don't use a whole lot anymore, and so I think that I know you do, but I think I don't think that all generations
You're right.
use that word. I think it's fabulous, and one of the really cool things about the video, besides the fact that you show a vast majority and variety of people in the videos, the thing at the end where the adore goes lit on the guy's hand or arm, like that is like such a cool effect, and it really like had a lot of meaning in the whole thing.
Jimmy,
so,
I say to you, how many times do I say to you, I don't love you.
I adore you.
I adore you.
Yeah. You're right. It's a word that people don't use. You know, I use it now and again.
When
I thought about it in the title, I just sang it and I thought, wow, adore you. I've never used adore you in a song. Of course, there's the My Eyes Adore You, you know, the Frankie Valli song, which is a great
from
song.
my day. That was from the 50s, my day. So we used words like stunning and adore, and we used words that they don't use today. Today they use 4-letter words.
Yeah, that's true.
So here's what I want to do. Chad's going to play it for us. You introduce the song for us, and then you hang on because it's only like 3 minutes long, and then we'll have a couple minutes to talk afterwards, but we want everybody to hear the new single.
Okay, great. Do you want me to intro it?
Yeah, intro.
This is Air Supply with their new song, new track. It's called I Adore You.
I believe we were meant for each other. There will be no other in our story. I believe that some things last forever, and she is standing right here before me. I will never let you go, and I will never fail to prove my love to you. And there's something you should know. Do you mind if I adore you? For as long as it will take. Do you mind if I adore you? Every moment I'm away. I believe that our life is just beginning, while my heart is always singing when I'm near you. And I believe that these vows so softly spoken are now the deepest ocean we can fall into. I will never let you go, and forevermore I will show my love is true. And there's something you should know. Do you mind if I adore you? As long as it will take.
everybody. So that's I Adore You from Air Supply.
Beautiful.
We have Graham Russell on the line, and everybody, several people in the chat room were saying things like that would be a great wedding song, and maybe because we have Goddess is getting married.
Totally. Goddess is getting married.
Well, one day she is because she's
never going to get married. She's just playing this guy for a game. I don't know. I got to talk to Goddess.
So you guys, everybody go to
What
YouTube
a
and
great
listen to it. It's a
song.
great song, Graham. It's beautiful. The vocals are beautiful. The lyrics are beautiful. The video, you guys go on YouTube. It's super fabulous. And
Thank you so much, guys.
And also, you guys, if you go on iTunes, I mean, there's every Air Supply. There's so many albums of Air Supply. You got to make sure you get all the staple songs besides the ones we've played on the show. Two Less Lonely People in the World, Making Love Out of Nothing at All, Goodbye, which is my favorite. I Adore You. You have Sweet Dreams. Here I Am, Every Woman in the World, The One That You Love, Even the Nights Are Better, Always, All Out of Love, Now and Forever, Lost in Love, Chances. You want to download the entire catalog. Not that they need the money, but because you guys actually just love the music and want great music.
And I Adore You can give you young people something of years ago when we sang songs to people that we adored them because they were beautiful and gracious and gorgeous, instead of I'm going to beat you, I'm going to cut you, bitch. I mean, that sort of nonsense that the kids are singing today. I mean, when Johnny Mathis used to sing, "Stand there just a moment, darling, let me catch my breath," I've never seen a picture quite so lovely. If anybody sang that to me, I'd fall in love with them in a minute, rather than, "Come here, woman, I'm going to kick you in your face."
Actually, I'd ask him, so do you listen to modern music at all, Graham?
You know, I listen to very little. It just doesn't turn me on, to be quite honest. I mean, I'm a big classical music fan. I love listening to classical music. That's what really inspires me. But I listen to some. You know, I love Sting and Peter Gabriel, but the new acts are a little strange for me. You know.
Absolutely, I agree.
I just bought the Johnny Mathis 50 collection.
Oh wow!
It's 50 songs that he's never published.
Oh wow!
All unpublished songs. Now, I'm trying to do a deal with Lainey Kazan. You know Lainey Kazan?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. She's got a bunch of songs never published. I said, Jimmy could put them on his record label. Jimmy has a record label, too. Tell him about the record label, Jimmy.
I actually do. We're the Spectrum Music Group. We're the largest independent record label on the planet, actually. We have all kinds of big artists. Yeah, maybe I'll send you some info on that too.
If you have any unpublished music you want to throw our way, we would love to publish it.
Oh well, you know, I write musicals now too. I'm in my 5th musical.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well,
yeah, we'll have to talk about that on another time.
Absolutely.
I'm very good friends with Fran Bazar, who was the producer of oh my God, Memphis. She's a friend of mine. I have to turn you on to her. Her and Nick Demas. Nick Demas, the producer, also. They do all Broadway. Dear friends of mine. Turn you on. Maybe you could, because they're looking, by the way, for something. They really.
I've got something they're going to love.
You know what? After the show, we'll talk.
Okay.
I have your email. Is it okay? I'll just send you an email, and that way you got all our information.
Yeah, which one do you have? The 12-string one?
I have the one that your fabulous publicist Steve Levesque.
Don't
give of course, yeah. That's my email, yeah.
I'm not going to give that over the air. No,
don't give
I
the
know
private
that.
email.
So we want to actually, because we've only got a minute and a half left. First of all, we want to thank Steve Levesque from Luck Media and Marketing for setting this whole thing up. We want to thank Graham Russell from Air Supply. Air Supply, one of the greatest bands ever to live on the planet. So excited that you were here and can't wait to have you back. You guys, Air Supply has a bunch of concert dates. They're going to be in Minnesota in 2 days, Little Rock, Michigan, Missouri, California. You can go to airsupplymusic.com for the tour dates.
Listen,
go see them.
If we come to see you, you'll comp us, okay?
Absolutely, yeah.
Actually, aren't you guys going to be in New Jersey sometime next month? I think you are.
Yeah, we are. I'm not sure.
we're
check the site. We are coming to New Jersey, yeah.
Well, we're going to be there.
Yeah, we're going
great.
to send you an email
Absolutely,
about that one.
we're going to be there.
So
everybody, Steve, hook us up.
And we'll promo that show to death.
There you go.
Great.
All right, everybody. So also, how come you're not on Twitter? We need to get you on Twitter.
You know, I don't go on. I've never actually been on Twitter, to be quite honest.
I know there's a Twitter of you.
I'm usually not the social media guy. I leave that to other people that are good at it.
Okay. Well, we miss you on Twitter, but everybody, if you want to read his poems, you can definitely check out Air Supply Music on Facebook. It comes up every Sunday, a new poem, or get his book of poetry, Nearly Beloved, by going to airsupplymusic.com. We want to thank you so much.
Wait. And if you want to hear my poetry, roses are red, violets are blue.
Oh, sounds good.
Go on my Facebook page. Roses are red, violets are blue. I eat pasta. How about you? See what
There you go.
Graham, thank you so much for coming on the show. I'll shoot you an email later on.
We'll talk
Good luck
about-
with your shows
Yes.
that you've got coming on. Say hello
Thank you,
to
guys.
your wife, Jody, and please send our best to Russell Hitchcock also.
Your
I
delight.
will.
Come back.
Thank you, guys. It's been a pleasure.
Bye now.
Bye-bye. What a great guy.
What a nice
Was that
human.
a cool guy, you guys, or what? Like, that's just the coolest thing ever.
A fine, decent, elegant human being.
And they've got the
Charming.
best songs on the planet.
And of course, we love the group.
You guys definitely want to get his solo album. It's called The Future. Russell Hitchcock's got a solo album called Take Time. They're both awesome. I downloaded them today. They're super fabulous. And we want to thank everybody for tuning in.
And when they come to our home in Palm Springs for dinner, with their permission, we'll do photographs and a story about it for you.
There you go. Chad, thank you so much.
My
Everybody,
pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye, everybody. See you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your one I wanna be. Jimmy Star's new celebrity.
We'll take you out to Jimmy Stars. He'll dress you right.